Jim, I have this really great story that happened the other day when I was going to the gym.
Okay, I'm excited.
Is this you excited?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we've been in trouble for a long time.
So I eat pretty clean. I mean, I have my occasional white crusty bread with lots of butter on it, but 6 days of the week I eat really well. And I've noticed, I'm sure this happens every time I go to the gym, but the other day was when I really consciously noticed it. So I'm going down Franklin, and here's all the box stores and the Pizza Huts and the
good
hamburger stuff,
Yeah.
just all of this junk food. And I'm driving, and I was fine. I wasn't the least bit hungry when I left the house. I'm driving down Franklin, and suddenly, I want a hamburger. I want pizza. Oh, there's a smoothie. It was so fascinating that it probably...
That you stopped and ate everything on the street.
that I'm watching the programming happen. I'm seeing it with my eyes. Somehow it's registering in my brain, and it's telling the body, yeah, you want pizza.
Yeah.
It was so fascinating.
Yeah, programming.
Yeah, programming. And
Yeah.
how many, I'm sometimes pretty aware. If the people out there on the street who are not aware of that, they get sucked in.
Well, it is simply what is. We've bought into the whole formatting of advertising and promotion, and it's basically programming. So there's a mechanical process to it that you see something enough and you make a decision. I would like that.
But some of these places I've never even been into.
But no, we're talking all the way back to you were 6 years old. It's the mechanism. Oh, look, I want that. Oh, look at that shirt. I want that. Oh, red car. I want that. And it's the system that basically says you should keep up with the Joneses in the old days, and you need to, and this is how you present yourself, and if you don't do it this way, you won't be accepted that way. So all of that becomes programming, whether it's on a sign or a Pizza Hut or whatever it is.
Right.
And that's a lot of the stuff that it begins to be hypnotic.
Hypnotic, yeah. Is it also, well, maybe not addictive?
Well, very addictive, but you get hypnotized into, I want more, you want more, you need to have this, this is important to your well-being. It just is. It just is. It's so fundamental in the society as how we have been moved into this aspect of life where we're playing. And it starts out as you need this, and then you resist it or you embrace it. But eventually it begins to be this mantra. Every time you open your eyes or drive down the street, it's a mantra. Eat me. It's just right there. And that process begins to be large across the foundation of you. It's not just this topic or that topic. And a lot of times you say, I don't eat meat, so you just block out all the steakhouses. But there's a lot of things that you don't have an opinion about. I don't resist this or I don't embrace that. And that just begins to sit there and repetitively in patterning, not the subject matter, but the repetitive patterning. It's been there all our life. It's just how this life has really been structured.
And there's something we used to say. We haven't been saying this phrase for years. And it really applies here that if you want to make a change, I'm not going to get this. Tell me if I get this right. 96% of making any change is simply being aware of the pickle that you're in.
Becoming aware.
And then 3% is being amused at, look at what happened. I wanted to eat this thing.
Yeah.
And then 1% is simply doing anything different.
Just simply changing it. The change, everybody says, it's so hard to change. No, change isn't the hard
1%.
part. Change is simply the action. So it's a matter of beginning to recognize the programming and the hypnotic nature of, I need this, or the addictive nature of it also. And just starting to recognize, do I really need this, and do I want this? And then then really it is an amusement with it. It's like, wow, I've been doing this, and the amusement allows it to be fluid.
And it's not a beating yourself up
No, clearly.
or judging.
No, it's because here I am. I'm becoming aware of being aware of something I have been either subconscious to or unaware of.
Yeah.
So where we're playing, where everybody's playing here, this transition is about moving through this transition. So be nice to yourself. There's lots of things where once you realize I've been doing this, some things you could be absolutely horrified at, and or stop right there. The really big piece is stay out of the, oh, I'm so bad.
Yes.
I didn't do it right. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. No, maybe, but here you are. What would you like to do? And it's this exact minute, okay, I'm going to choose not to do this anymore. Does this really support me? No. Allow yourself to be conscious of it and then make a choice. And your choice, you go get white crusty bread. No, but you're beyond that. You're a much higher being
I'm a
now
much
that you've
higher
been
being.
yes, you're now evolved.
One of the things I've started doing is with this one trainer that suggested this is when I have that craving, I write it down in my notebook. I keep track of all my exercises and everything I eat and when I go to bed and all of that stuff. And so what I've noticed is that when I write down juicy hamburger, I circle it, and then it's kind of like I just, okay, I took care of it. It's now on the shelf,
Yep.
and it goes away.
Yeah.
And then I allow myself, I indulge and enjoy on Sundays one of those things I craved and had circled during the week. But what's happening is I get to Sunday and that doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
It's almost like by writing it down, circling it, it's like, okay, you're taken care of.
Allowing it.
Allowing it.
Not
No judgment. Just,
and no
yeah,
resistance.
I want a piece of pizza this Sunday.
Yeah, and don't resist it or I'm bad.
By Sunday,
Okay,
it's...
Yeah, so a lot of times you become aware of something. If you think about it, it's like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. And almost before you get that word out of your mouth, you just forgot that you were saying that. And you walk away and you come back and you pick it up and you eat it. And it's like, wait, I just said I was going to stop that. So the mechanism for engaging is something where the awareness and the decision doesn't really get anchored. So you're writing it down and beginning to notice, oh, I've written this down 4 times and I really don't want it.
Yeah.
That begins to be the decision. That begins to be the point of change. It's like you get decharged from it.
That's what it was. It was decharged.
Yeah.
The attraction was no longer on it when I wrote it down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good.
There's some unconscious belief that this is of value to me. So when you go right back to the fundamentals where we started, the system, the society says you must consume. And here's the best of the best. Well, who said that? You know, and we should do another one of these and do it on facts. You know, what are the facts? Is it really, how does facts work?
Yeah.
What is truth in this context? But in this case, the programming you needed
Yeah.
becomes very addictive in itself to the game. So I'm happy you're all done with white crusty bread.
I didn't say that. I said hamburgers and pizza,
Oh, I see.
except on Sundays.
Yeah, but this is another one of those pieces. How do I become conscious of being conscious,
Yes.
and then aware of being aware, and then the part is 96%. I'm aware. Get amused at yourself. Allow it. Don't push against it. Change happens relatively easy in that space.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited for you. We'll come back next week and see how you're doing.